to start with our activity number 3. We're going to extrude first our walls. So this will be our walls. And then as per our dimensions, we are to extrude this by 3 meters. Okay, so let's check if it's, there you go, just change to 3D basics. Check extrude, select this one and press enter, type the amount of 3, enter, and then we're going to add, or we're going to make grooves. Okay, grooves are somewhat parang ukapo sila. It's either you can have them as plastering. They will represent as a molding, but if you want groove, there are several ways. Okay, but what we're going to do is we're going to subtract volume out of this 3D wall so we can somehow uh, show that we have a treatment on our wall, or meron tayong ginawang decorative approach. Okay, so let's start. I'm going to command for 3P. Okay, check ko muna dito kung ano yung height niya. So from the end point up here, that's 0.8. Then we're going to check this one, or i-3P na natin siya. Yan. Okay, so I'll be moving this one, M, enter. I'll be picking from here, click, papunta dito. Yan. Okay, click onto that, and then what we're going to do after that is we're going to type 3P, enter. I'll be picking from here, or pwede din dito sa baba. Yan. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay? So, punta muna tayo sa realistic. Okay? Then, lagyan na natin siya ng material. That's MAT. I'll be looking for wall paint. That's matte. Remember, if it's an outdoor elements, make sure that you use matte for your wall painting. Okay? So, I'll be selecting this one, and I'll look for width. Ito. Or some kind of beige, but it's a lot creamier than width. Okay? So, there you go. Now, what we're going to do with this, nilagyan ko na siya ng material para mas makita nyo yung concept ng gagawin nating design doon sa wall natin, or trip. Okay? So, I'll be looking for x-ray na lang. Sige. And then, nandito siya sa labas. Okay? So, what am I going to do is to have it, okay, from endpoint, I'm going to move it somewhere in the middle. Okay, why am I doing that? Later, I'm going to explain that. Anyway, I'll look for sweep. Select sweep objects. I'll be picking that rectangle. Or kung hindi siya lumilitaw, you just pick from here. Yan, para ma-select siya. Okay, enter. And then select sweep path. Ito po. Okay, there you go. We have a volume that intersect, or nag-interfere siya dito. Okay, now what we're going to do before we're going to do a boolean or editing command with this wall, we're going to copy na this object. Okay, so CO, enter, select enter, and then I'll be picking from midpoint, 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 and another midpoint. Okay, there you go. And then I believe this object is yan, nakapasok siya. I just have to do 3D to assure na wala lumagpas, na nakapasok siya or nag-interfere talaga siya dun sa wall natin. Okay? I'll be doing Control Z para ma-cancel yung orbit command. And then we're going to select the icon subtract and then select objects. Ano daw yung object na ibabawas natin? Definitely, ito yon, yung wall. Enter. Select objects. Ano daw yung objects yung ibabawas mo? So, you're good to select this 4 objects here. Then, press enter. Okay? So, there you go. 3DO. You were able to create this groove in our 3D wall. Okay? Hindi lang siya flat. Okay? So, not that boring. Anyway, if I'm going to select realistic for this, makikita yung blue. So, I don't want blue. I just want it to be simply width. Okay? Or somewhat monochromatic. So, I'll be clicking width here. Yan. Natanggal yung mga blue. Okay? So, let's restore southeast. Okay, let's go back with this one. Okay, we're good with that. The next thing is, eto naman po. Okay, so lalagyan natin siya ng upuan. So this is a modern day or modern design pergola. Ay, hindi siya trellis. Iba si trellis, iba si pergola. This one is a pergola. Contrary kung sa nakasanayan natin. And we will be having this set. Okay, we're just going to copy this too. Yan. Okay. CO, enter, select, enter, click sa endpoint, or if you want sa midpoint, kung meron nag-i-snap, pwede, but I'll click onto that. Perpendicular will do, and I'll click onto this. Okay? We have these two triangle, okay? Then, extrude ko lang, EXT, select 1, select 2, enter, okay? I just need 4 inches, so that's 0.1. That's negative pala. Negative 0.1. Enter. Kasi kung hindi ako nag-negative, lalabas siya dito. We still have to move it. Okay? Now, dalawang object yan. The bigger one and the smaller one. Okay? Pag tinignan natin yan sa 2D wireframe, it looks like this. In realistic, it looks like this. Okay? Nasa loob ng volume ng malaking object na to yung smaller one. So, what we're going to do, subtract again, select command, again, select objects, select mo yung unang object, or yung unang isa-select mo is yung object na babawasan mo, which is the bigger one. Select, enter, select objects, or ano daw yung ibabawas mo, okay, and click that smaller volume, enter, okay, so 3D auto check, ayan po. What's the purpose of this one? I'll be using this one for framing of the seat part, of the sort of parang, not really bench, pero it's a wall-mounted sitting area. Okay? So I'll be selecting this one. You can look for metallic thing. Okay? So anything that suits your taste. But probably I'll just select something black na lang. Okay? There you go. And then afterwards, we're going to copy this. So, this lang ako. Okay, ayan na siya. Zoom in. Copy. Select. Enter. I'll take the endpoint here. Click. And I'll snap somewhere here. Click. Enter. And I need another one para dun sa gitna. Parang, I don't think it's quite or enough na dalawa lang yung support natin considering that this is a 1 meter. Okay? So, copy, select, enter. I'll be clicking on the midpoint. Okay? And gusto ko nasa gitna siya. So, gagamit ako ng M2P kasi the command line asks you for the second point of displacement or kung saan yung bagong location ng new object na kinopy natin. So, M2P, enter. Specify first point of mid. I'll take this endpoint here and the endpoint on the other side. Click. Enter. Ito sila. Okay? So, 3D auto check if they are attached to our wall. Hindi ko na gagawin yung screw, okay? So, okay na yan. Hindi naman bubulat-latin kung kanino ka magpe-present kung meron kang screw. That will be specified on the shop drawings, okay? Then I'll just press escape and Control Z to undo orbit. So, yung mga wooden slots natin, ito yan. Okay? So, I have provided a dimension of, yung height niya is 0.025 or an inch. And this one here is 0.1. Okay? I'll just be copying this one. Or if you want to move, pwede. Okay? Anyway, enter. I'll take the endpoint here. And endpoint dito. Okay. Let me see. I'm quite afraid baka iba yung maklik ko. I'll press escape. I'll take another base point. So, copy. Okay. Enter. So, para sigurado, dito ako. Doon ako sa endpoint dito. I'll click onto that. And click here. Okay. Enter. So, ito yung mga object natin. Just have to type EXT to extrude. Select 1, 2, 3, 4, enter. And I'll snap midpoint. There you go. So, balik tayo dito. Wood. Okay, panels. I'll select this 4. While these four are selected, I'll be looking for, okay, this one. Okay, so okay na ako doon. Or if you want something a little darker than that, okay, you can select again and use the other material. Okay, anyway, I'm good. Just have to do 3DO to check if they are attached. Okay, baka kasi lumilipad sila. Okay, I'll just do Control Z to undo para ma-cancel yung 3DO at hindi na ako pumunta dito. Okay, and we'll copy CO, select this, and this. Okay, once we're good, you just have to press enter. You can take this endpoint here as your base point. Once na na-click nyo yan, we're good to specify a new point for the new selected object or duplicated object. So click and click, click, and another click. Okay, you don't have to copy my example. Okay, mas maganda kung makikita ko po yung creativity ninyo. Okay, so we're good with the left side. The next one will be this one. Okay, meron tayong rectang. Ito po yun. We're just going to extrude that by how many? Let's check. I believe this is 1. Okay, so 1 meter. We can type box or we can click the box command and then we pick from this point to the opposite corner point. Click and type 1, enter. If you want to go higher than that, walang problema. Okay? You're good to make modifications. Sabi ko nga, you don't have to exactly copy what's mine. This is just a reference. Sa dimension lang po tayo para pareho. Okay? Anyway, I'll be selecting this one. I'll look for stone. I want to use probably granite. But no. Marble. No, not like this. Something like site work. No. I just want. Hold on. Okay. Let's try stone. Okay. You can have granite or marble, but let's click the main category. Stone. You can have something like, let me see. Okay, this one. Or, sorry, you have to select it. Click. Or probably this. Will this one fit us? Okay, no. What about this? I just find it too country. Something like this na lang will do. Okay, we're good with that. Next will be this one. This is a tubular. Okay, so let's check the dimension. I believe it's 0.2 by 0.2. Okay, very good. Command po ako ng 3P. Okay, I'll be picking from here. Papunta dito. Papunta dito. Okay, and then I'll be typing 3P. Or sorry, REC. And at 0.2 comma 0.2, enter. And I'll be moving this one papunta dito. Yan. Okay. And then we'll try sweeping things. Actually, pwede siyang extrude. Select extrude. Select object to extrude. Select this rectangle. Enter. And select specify height of extrusion. Meron tayo dito, path. Okay. So, select path. And click this one. Asan yung ano natin? No, it should be selected. This, yung ginawa natin 3P earlier. Hold on. Having hard time. I just press escape. Ulitin natin siya. I was having hard time selecting it. Ayun. Okay. We'll move it. Yun, there you go. Okay, so sweep, or sorry, extrude, and select this object, enter. Specify height of extrusion, we'll take the path option for this, select path, select this one. Okay, and what do we need for this one? I prefer just the typical block. Okay, okay, I'll probably MA. I'll take this material that I have used here and here. Okay, and then I'll be moving this one. Select, enter. I'll be picking it here papunta dito. Yan. Pag na-move ko na siya doon, I'll be moving it again. Enter, select this enter. I'll pick this endpoint here, papunta dito. I find it safe. Okay? Instead na nag-a-assume tayo kasi may chances, sabi ko nga, minsan iba yung nakiklik natin, pwedeng magliparan sila. So that's the technique that I use every now and then. Anyway, let's copy this guy here. So select, enter. I'll just take midpoint to midpoint. There you go. Just like what I wanted it. Okay? So we're good with this. We need to copy again. CO select, 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 and enter. Okay? We'll take the midpoint. Nakikita niyo itong mga hidden lines na yan. Yan po yung pinaka-pedestal niya. Okay? So, I'll be picking the midpoint here. And midpoint po nung hidden line na naka-rectang. Or yung rectang na naka-hidden line. Okay? We're good. Did I snap perfectly? Yes, I did. So, that's Control S to quick save. Next will be the members of the pergola. Yes, okay? Yung iba nilalagay nila sa taas, walang problema, which is ideally, structurally ideal and advisable, but I've got mine to be inverted. Okay? Pwede naman sila sa baba. Okay? It's just that, kung structural yung pinag-uusapan, preferably sa taas. But anyway, acceptable naman yung design ko. So, I'll just copy this one. CO, enter. I'll take the endpoint here. So, eto yon. Yan. Kung gusto nyo sila lumagpas, walang problema. Sa base lang tayo para pareho na 10 meters. Okay? If you want to exceed probably at 0.5, 1 meter, you can do so. You're allowed to do that. Anyway, I'll be extruding this one. EXT, enter, select, enter. Let's try negative 10. Okay? Tama. Doon siya. Bakit siya 10? Kasi po, mula dito hanggang doon, 10 siya. But if you wish to lengthen it, select it, pwede naman po. Okay? Saan ko ba siya pwedeng i-adjust? Ayaw niya dito. I'll take this one here. Okay? So, ayan. Pwede siya dito. Say, 1 meter. Tapos, gusto mo 0.5 magkabilaan. Pero ang ginawa mo dito natin siya in-adjust na 1 meter. Pwede. You just have to move it. Okay, move. Select. Click. That's guide papunta dito. 0.5. Okay? So, VSR. Ayan. Lumagpas naman siya ng 0.5 on both ends. Okay? So, that's MA. Select this one and select. If you want a wood material for this, just like this one, wala pong problema. But mine is a combination of steel and masonry. So, I really find it very rustic yet modern. Okay? Anyway, we have this trellis member here or this pergola member here. Select, enter by copy command. Okay? So, once okay na yung copy command at nakapag na-select na natin to, we can take this front elevations here to click here as your base point and 1, 2, 3, and there you go until you're done. Okay? Pwede nyo silang bawasan. Medyo nadadamihan kasi ako. You can actually minimize the spacing to minimize your pergola members also. Okay? So, I think we're good. Pwede ko na siguro delete to. Nice. Okay? So, burahin ko na rin po ito para hindi na lang tayo malito. Okay, that's what I have always been doing ever since I do the 2D. Tapos I copy it, transfer to 3D and so on, and I find it a lot easier and more efficient. Iba kasi diretso nagti-3D, but sa bagay, it's a user preference of which you think you are comfortable to use and of which you think is more practical on your end. Pero sa akin, mas practical to. Anyway, we're good with the model. Save ko lang yan. Okay? Lagay ko lang po siya sa top view. Yan. Okay. So, ito tayo. Lagyan natin siya ng camera. Okay? What is a camera? So, technically, when you say a camera, you have the one that takes the photo or the location of the camera, and you have the target or kung ano yung pinipicturean mo. Okay? So, how it works. So, type muna tayo. Cam. Enter. Specify camera location. Okay? Lagay ko lang dito. Dito yung nagpipicture. Yan. Click. Target location or kung ano yung pinipicturean. I'll take this one here. Click. Enter to terminate the command. You can select now your camera glyph. Okay, it's non-printable. Kahit present siya sa screen, it's non-printable. Anyway, select. Okay, ito na siya. You can zoom out. You can do this. Okay. So, ayan po yung na-picturean ng camera ninyo. You might as well change your visual style. Ayan siya. Okay. Hidden. Sketchy. So, you can modify this one. You can actually have more than one camera. Kahit 100 yung camera mo dyan, walang problema. Okay? So, I hope you get the concept. Okay, there you go. So, we just have to do right-click and set camera view. Okay? So, ayan na po yung view natin. Pwede pa po natin yan gamitan ng 3D orbit. Okay? 3DO, press the left button of the mouse slightly and guide your cursor. Oh, hindi na-copy pala yun. Okay? So, that's one advantage of that. Anyway, please excuse me with that. But the concept is nakuha nyo naman. So, hindi sila nasama pan selecting. Okay. So, that's one of the many benefits of your orbit. Okay? Anyway, I'll have my camera to be something like this. Okay? Now, kulang siya. Para siyang lumulutang. Lagyan natin siya ng pinaka-platform or pinaka-pavement niya. Okay? I have one here. Yung ginamit ko is grass. Okay? So, let's check. Punta muna tayo sa southeast. Okay? Can do 2D wireframe. Okay? So, that's BOX. Okay? I'll be picking from here, papunta dito, click, and that's negative 0.025, enter. There you go. Okay? Move ko lang. Yan. And then VSR, it's blue. So, select natin siya. You look for site work. Okay? Site work, hanapin natin, do you want something like, meron kasi siyang grass. Okay? Hedge, something like this if you want, or if you want to select it, you look for pavement or stone. Okay, or ako, I prefer the grass one. Okay, so select onto the grass and then click your camera, right click, set camera view. I'm good with this one. Probably I'll edit the view by 3D orbit. Yan. And then, let's try RR. Or escape ko na. Okay. RR, which is render. Enter. So, ito po yung rendered image ng ano natin. Ng ginawa nating pergola. Okay. We can still modify that and make a better output. Okay, so we can make a better output with this one. So, I'll just close this. Okay, or escape ko lang. To make a better output out of your render, you need light and shadow. Okay, so I'll be introducing one of the very important command in 3D modeling and rendering. We have the background. Okay, so background, enter. It's specified here none. Okay? So, hanapin natin yung sun and sky. Okay? Sun and sky, then click OK. And then, let's type RPRef. RPRef is the render setting of AutoCAD. Okay? So, lagay muna natin siya dito dun sa pinaka-basic na low. Tignan natin siya. Okay? So, meron siyang mga output size dito. You can actually change. Kaya lang, pag pinapalitan natin yung image or output size, chances, bumabagal po siya. Or tumatagal yung production because it creates a better output. Anyway, we'll just select this one. Okay? Low muna tayo. We'll see what happens. Remember, in-on na natin yung background, ha? Anyway, that's our art. Enter. So, ito siya. Okay? So, that's 1 second. Okay? Let's minimize this one, or you can actually close it. Okay. I'll just 3DO. Gusto kong lumitaw ng konti yun doon. Okay? Tapos, dito, from low, we'll take it medium. Then, that's RR. Enter. Okay? So, from the AutoCAD window, lilipat po yan ng render window. Ito siya. So, yung kanina 1 second, naging 6 seconds siya with medium. Okay? Better than the previous one. Ito yung history natin. Yan. Ito yung 1 second. Ito yung 6 seconds. Okay? Notice the difference. Okay? So, sabi ko nga, the longer the process or the production, the better is the output. Okay? Let's go back with CAD file. Okay? From here, lagay na, okay na ako dito sa size na to. If you can click this one, you can actually specify your image size. Pwede naman po. From medium, we'll make it high. Okay? Then type RR, enter. Remember, the first one was 1 second, then we had 6 seconds. This one, let's see kung ilan seconds siya. Mabilis na yan. Okay? Di ba meron actually meron mga render na umaabot ng 2 hours, 3 hours. Okay? If you have watched the Frozen movie, yung castle pa lang ni Elsa doon, yung ice castle pa lang niya. Okay? Just the render itself, it ran 200 hours. Wala pa yung animation. Okay? But it paid off. Okay? So it actually generated millions of dollars of income to this. So this is now the new normal. We are into digital na. So it's better to invest on a computer or laptop that can actually provide you the best rendering output, lalo na sa profession natin. Okay, so counting tayo into 70%. So we are running more than a minute. So probably 1 and 30 seconds. 1 minute and 30 seconds. Let's see. That's almost 80%. Okay? Pag meron ka ng mga entourage dyan, sasakyan, maraming objects, okay? The bigger the project itself, pag building na, pag complex na, si subdivision or public school, chances mas mahaba siya. Okay? So 1 and 31. Okay? Now, how to save one? Okay? Na-render mo na siya. Andyan na yung pinaka-gusto mo. Okay? So, you just have to click this one. Okay? So, dito ko isa-save yun sa akin. We have here files of type. These are the typical image file extension. So, dun tayo sa JPEG. Joint Photographic Extended Group. That's what JPEG means or stand for. Anyway, meron na akong mga naunang render. I'll just have it render full. Okay, so save and just click OK. You can actually create a better output with this one. If you want to export or import your CAD model into SketchUp or Enscape, Lumion, or a better rendering software, pwede naman po. I'm allowing you. Anyway, that's it for activity number 3. Thank you so much.